Okay. Hello, hi, what's up to everybody? Yes, my name is Frankie Bricks. First of all, we are here one more time. It's Afro City Extra Entertainment Review. I'm here with DJ Excite, yes, also known as Excite DJ. Yes, Excite Nana, yes, I am Excite DJ. No, yeah, I'm also here with my brother Beche, Nana Beche. Welcome to the studios of Afro City Extra.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a couple of interesting topics we are going to discuss today. We are going to start with Akon. Akon, this that's my Akon Akon the one in the argument. I say artists are broke, just famous. Akon claims. Oh no, but so check. So no, so artist, you know.
Mhm.
Or so check say masa ubo on my dino wajikeke. Masa we come in deep inside no why broke. But then I'm say why famous you know. I say one was our style no. Obi besides say in his category of music, or no person just say the colleagues no. Is it in the hip hop? What is he actually trying to, but let's just have an open discussion about what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Bechi, I think let me start with my brother
sure.
Bechi.
Oh,
Excited.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether he's talking about his level of an artist,
Mm.
and I don't know whether he's talking about his jurisdiction, where he belongs
Okay.
in the American industry. I don't know if that is where his concentration is, but if you ask me, uh, maybe a struggling musician in America is better than it's maybe even better than a successful musician in Africa or in Ghana.
But is it a fair comparison? Why should you compare someone abroad to someone in
That,
Africa?
that that's what I want to say. That's why I want to understand him. I want to really understand because they have systems over there.
Okay.
If you've been successful before, you have a way of getting your royalties. Not like in our system where it's even difficult for Gamro to collect royalties and be given to the very people who deserve what amount they deserve.
Okay.
But in their industry, they have systems. They have been able to build systems that they have built for years.
Okay.
It's not about 20 years back or when Akon himself became popular or became a successful musician. The systems have been there before he came. So sometimes it will be shocking to hear that their artists are broke. And, they've been saying all of those things. Sometimes he may even be saying those things as a joke. Not long ago, I think 50 Cent and who? 50 Cent and I've forgotten the artist. They were beefing, and the two of them were telling themselves that this one is broke. Another person said the other is also broke. It
Okay.
has not been, I think last year or so, 50 Cent and I've forgotten the rapper. He's also a rapper.
Okay. So that was the brother man, Excite DJ. Excite DJ, I think I would have to switch to you.
Sure.
Do you agree with Akon? What Akon is saying? Akon is saying they are just famous. They are just famous. They just have their names out there. But when you want to get close, certain or some artists, we can't categorize, like we can't say all of them are broke. I mean, certainly we see the lifestyle they live,
Mm-hmm.
their cars, their assets, their
Yes.
mansions, all of that. We see all of those. So I think we can relate it to all of them.
Well, I believe there's this particular statement is relative. Relative in the sense that the kind of riches or the kind of wealth an American artist has can never be compared to the kind of wealth an African artist has. On some cases, we can compare both because there are some African artists who have actually been very, very successful to the extent that they can rub shoulders with the African or the African American artists. But in the case of Akon, I doubt if he's really saying they are broke because we can speak of the likes of Rick Ross. Rick Ross has a whole mansion, like so many cars. He can sometimes do a car show. We have to see 50 Cent, who once had a label, a fashion label for that matter, that was G Unit. We can speak of Jay Z with Rockefeller, and then a whole lot of stuff. So if he's saying there are artists who are broke, but it's just famous, fine, they are famous, but they also use their famous or their popularity to leverage on other things to create businesses. And then these businesses are doing well. With the exception of, let's say, 50 Cent, where I can say that his G unit has gone down. He switched into series, movies.
Yeah.
And then it also gave him some cash. Sorry, some cash. So I doubt if they are really broke as he's saying. I really wish he could give us a lot more details because honestly, if if you're in America and then you do music in America sells a lot.
Hmm.
Because they still buy CDs. They still have streaming platforms that brings them cash. They still have YouTube platforms that people still go there, stream their music, and then it gives them money in return.
Hmm.
So I doubt if they are broke. I really doubt. Even if in Ghana, I would doubt if maybe because in Ghana we have category of artists. We say we have A list, B list. Sorry, A list, B, and then C. So if you are in the A and B, I think you can still thrive on your popularity and then still make headway. So I doubt if they are really broke.
Okay, okay. I agree with you, Excite. That was, amazingly explained. Okay, so let's switch to the next topic. You before that, I think you mentioned 50 Cent.
Yes.
Some time ago, 50 Cent came out to say he's bankrupt. And I was wondering, bankrupt to say 50
Uh-huh.
Cent, big man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes they it's tactical. Sometimes they are going through some law
Mhm.
processes, or
Yes.
maybe they have that is why they had just come out to just
And then you and I know that
yeah.
when people declare bankruptcy, it gets to the state that they even sell their assets.
Mhm.
Did 50 Cent sell any of his assets?
No, he didn't sell
So
anything. He
yeah, you
never
see.
sold anything.
So how does it mean he's
No,
bankrupt?
everybody knew he was just playing around. Yeah. I don't okay, so next question. Do you believe in love, Betchy?
Sure, like I do.
You do believe in love.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe in love?
I do. I saw.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Today, you are the
I
midst of Lover
see.
Boys. So.
There's a lot of boys me need show. So they believe in love. Oh. Okay, okay. So it's reads here. I don't believe in love. It's a scam. Says Miss Bell. What's it? Don't say it's scam. She doesn't believe in love. Massa. Oh, no. What do you think? Betchy, let's go.
Yeah, there's some things I've been saying that if you have been given so much love, it is very possible that you could also give love.
Okay.
Yeah, if growing up you have been in a situation where throughout your life you have been maltreated, people have treated you bad, people have played you wicked, people have really showed you shaggy.
Yeah.
It is very possible that you may have a dirty mind, a dirty heart, a dirty soul, because that is what you have been given growing up. So that those kinds of seeds have been planted in you. So no matter what, some of these people will grow up and they will believe that everybody they meet is bad. Everybody they meet has no love, has no perfect love. So so from Miss Bell's perspective, I believe that the kinds of people he has met, the kinds of individuals he has met, it may not even be for her as a woman, it may not even be men only. There may be other women in her life who are friends or past or present who have showed her that there was no need for her kindness. There was no need for the love that she showed to them. So I believe that some of these things may end up you altering those kinds of statements out most of the times. But when you have been shown love, when you have met people who have shown you love, when you have met men who have treated you very well, when you have met guys, even when she was younger, like when she was a teenager growing up, if she had met people who were very, very kind to her, who had showed genuine love, genuine, she would never say there is no love. She would never say that. Yeah, she would never say that. I believe that most people are very toxic. A lot of people today, it didn't even start in our generation. It started long time before this time, because that's what our parents have been saying. Emanya, ememanya. They have been saying all these things long before we were born. But I believe that there are still very good people, and when you meet them, you change your narrative about love. So I believe that Miss Bell, for instance, has met a lot of people who have been very, very unkind to her. That's why she's saying that. So I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, obviously, when people make comments like this, they are usually talking out of experience because I mean, somebody would tell you, just like you said. Excite. So one more time, do you believe in love?
I
Before you
do.
answer,
Yeah, I do believe in love. And then I wish to give out true love and also deserve true love back.
you wish to give out true love.
Yes.
Eh.
Because say, or we are so many jodo kan or do kan say no man mafia and I'll cut also differently. Just like Betty said, if you are giving bad experiences as far as love is concerned, you become bitter inwardly. So you begin to change your mindset towards love. You feel anybody can also give you the same like bad energy
Okay.
because, of course, you've not experienced true love to the maximum. So you don't know what you're talking about. You are talking from the things you've experienced. Let me twist it slightly. Do you know the conversations of a rich man and a poor man are different?
Obviously.
Yes, for a rich man, everything is possible because he
Yeah.
can afford. But for someone who's struggling, or let's say, I don't even want to use someone poor, but let's say someone who is financially struggling, things become very difficult. There are some things he can't say on authority.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm trying to link this conversation to the love bit. That's based on where you stand in your relationship, and that's based on where you stand in this whole love situation. You begin to say things towards the direction or towards the things you see or towards the things you've experienced. If you've been in good love, you wish to celebrate love not just in Ghana, but you want to travel and then experience
Sure.
love. Go to sightseeing, have like vacation with your partner, and then enjoy life. But if you're mafiaed in that other side, you wish to be alone. Though.
Yeah, you can
really
meet
wish to be
somebody.
alone.
You can meet a lady, and she'll be like, me, all men are the same.
Mhm.
Usually, all men are the
Yeah.
same. I mean, so it's talking about past relationship
Yes.
traumas. Yeah, it's real. It's real. But I don't think it's as she should use the word scam.
See,
Unless-
if you are better, any word comes to your mind, you want to use it.
Okay. I think we'll agree to disagree on that one. Here comes Sarkodie throws more light on his friendship with Shatawale. He throws more light on his friendship. I don't know. Are they really friends, or is it just out here to just say? I mean, for the media to just know, say he and Shatawale are cool like that. Because if we want to be honest with ourselves, me and Medium are fully on my track now. When it comes to Sarkodie and Shatawale, I follows their tracks for a very long time to the extent that I know they have 3 songs. I know they have Dancehall Commando. I know they have Mejo Girl, and I know they have this My Life. If I be
Yeah.
and imagine none of all those songs, none of those 3 songs I mentioned. I mean, they didn't even come up with a music video. Do you really know what happened, or do you think isn't it strange? Don't you find it strange?
Well, honestly, I don't see any beef or I don't sense any beef between Sarkodie and Shatawale.
Oh,
Having
really?
Yes.
So you don't remember Sarkodie's advice?
No. They are friends. If you are going wayward, I think is bringing some kind of disgrace to you. I need to step on your toes and alert you, Charlie. If for day guard, if for be on track. That song wasn't a beef track.
No, but there was a tension between them. That's why the whole song
It was
came
the
up.
fans
Who was
that
the
made
song
it so.
directed
To Shatawale, of course.
Of course.
Because
Indeed.
of course,
Yeah.
no matter not excuse me to say eniquem and faquem.
Mhm.
Why do you have to show your butt? You see, and as a colleague musician, you need to at least prompt the guys or prompt your colleague Charlie for day guard because we they grow. Upon life, every time you might be you should be proud of what you've done in the past. And the Sarkodie was just like a guidance to Shatawale. It's not a beef. After the advice song, they are still back together. They go on shows. I saw Shatawale on Rapaholic stage. You see, so there's no friction between them. Just that, and then you also made mention of the fact that they've not been able to come up with a music video.
Yeah.
Breaks. I believe that one is a decision. We decide on the kind of songs we have a music video to.
Okay.
You see, so I don't think because of that.
So do you think the way with the way? I mean, that song Commando was a banger.
Sure.
Bet you, don't you agree?
Huge
It was a
song.
banger. It was a huge song. And Shatawale was looking forward to shoot a video with Sarkodie. That is what I'm telling you right now.
Time didn't permit them.
Time didn't permit them.
It
So
could be.
what was preventing them? What really prevented them?
They are two busy artists. They might not be in Ghana at that same particular time.
Okay, so
I'm trying to defend them.
there was a point in time. I know a couple of artists. Let's be on Sarkodie
Sure.
right now. I just want to open. Let's talk about Sarkodie. How many, or how often do we hear artists coming out? Because I know Kwakese has issues with Sarkodie because he says not offer Sarkodie and fa. We've heard. Nana McBrown, United Showbiz, same thing. Sharifa Guno, same thing. I bear them, same thing.
Samini.
A video came out. Samini, same thing. Sarkodie. What I say? Yeah, there was a video that came out. I mean, one of Sarkodie's, bodyguards actually pushed them to the side. Like, I mean, was it entirely necessary? I mean, so when you want to look at these behavioral patterns, right? The behavior, let's be honest with ourselves. Because I mean, there was this song with Edem has a recent song, right? He featured a fear in Sarkodie. Guess what? Sarkodie wasn't available for the video.
Okay.
So Sarkodie will be the bandage to be for fun in the video. I mean, so let me ask you a question. Is it hard to reach Sarkodie? Yes or no?
It is.
That's
it
all.
Is, yeah.
Why should it be like that?
Well, I wish it's not like that. Because you are an artist, you're a public figure. People, at least, if not for everybody, your fellow musicians to have access to you.
Yeah.
Because collaboration is powerful. And then you might need them at a point in time.
The same musicians here, I'm a friend on fat.
So it's something I wouldn't say Sarkodie. I wouldn't applaud him for that. Because of course you can't single-handedly have a show without the support of your fellow artists.
Okay.
So you should be accessible for all these people to also have access to you, even if not for a music collaboration. At least pick their course. You might never know what they are here to tell you or what they are bringing on board. It could be a business venture or a business idea. So if truly it's difficult to reach him, then I think it's not a good attribute of an artist or like a superstar artist.
But do you think Kwakese is lying?
No. Well, Kwakese is like that kind of artist. They speak their mind. They are straightforward. Yes. He wouldn't lie in it. And then of course he's much older than Sarkodie. So why would he lie or try to massage the whole situation?
Thank you so much. Beche, what do you say Sarkodie is saying he's like his friendship with Shatawale? He's trying to say so and cool. I mean, issues be anyhow.
Oh, yeah. I think I watched the interview and he was saying that they are not necessarily friends, but they have a working relationship, and I think it should end there. Me, I don't have a problem when two creatives are not friends. A lot of people are not friends. They could be musicians or they could be movie actors and actresses. They don't necessarily have to be friends before they can get the work done or they can get the work going. You could have a personal problem with your boss, but when it gets to work, you put it aside. That shows how professional you are.
Okay.
And I think what we saw last week, was it last week at Kweku Smoke's concert?
Yeah.
That's where we saw the two of them together on stage. For a very long time, we hadn't seen that. So I think that's where all these conversations are coming from. Whether they've come back or they've patched their differences or whatever it is. But I think that Sarkodie in an interview, the same interview we are talking about, I think he was able to say that, I saw it as an assurance, like from this time on, you'll be seeing more of these things. And we pray it happens so. But for the ones that you were saying about the fact that he disappointed, his fellow artists, it proved like, or it showed like a disrespect to them. Because if they invite you on a track, you've done it, let's shoot a video for it, and you don't show up. I think Edem said it, from a perspective of a very disappointed person. Like he was so disappointed in Sarkodie for not showing up. Kwakese too, the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think this is something that we have said over and over and over again. And I think we have to see Sarkodie as that's how he is. we can't change anything.
Yeah.
Yes, because he hasn't done it to one person. He's done it to other artists. But my concern has always been, if Sarkodie is not showing up, or if you invite him or you ask him for a feature and he delays it, why don't you move on to another artist? If it's that simple, you can move on to another artist. If the artist you think you need the energy of that artist on your song, I think it's good. But we shouldn't put pressure on one person. I mean, he is a very busy artist, like my brother said. He is a very, very busy artist. Everybody wants a piece of him on their song.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know, some people will send you a song. It's not encouraging. You know, the beat is not inspirational. Because Akode has said it before. He said that sometimes when they send him a track to feature on, he listens to it and it looks like this one will not challenge me. This is like my everyday thing. What you have sent is no different from the ones I've done in the past. But I think his mistake is, you know, trying to be bold and be telling them. But, you know, sometimes it's not easy for you to criticize a creative piece. If somebody sends you something and it's not too good for you to jump on, not everybody can tell you in your face that, Charlie, your track, you know, they be. I don't go fit. Not everybody will be able to tell you in your face. Most people will just be playing around. They will just be postponing it. Oh, maybe tomorrow we will meet and all of that. You know, before you realize, it won't materialize. So I think that we shouldn't blame him too much. He's human. And everybody has their weaknesses. Maybe that's his weakness. And we have to just allow him. We just have to take him like that, because the way he's going,
So before the Rapoli concert last year, he did a press conference. We went there. It was a very, very interesting, conversation. I think we talked for over 4 hours.
The last year's one.
Yeah, last year's Rapoli.
Media engagement.
The media engagement, with Sewam here, and Abeku Santana.
Sure.
I was there.
I was there myself too.
Yeah, and it was amazing. He was Kasaya Babeka said first in the Noyari, but he said they were heading in his own words.
Yeah,
because people were like, what be the artist say? Yeah, Frawa, fat. Let's say. Also first in the day online. I mean, whoever thought say obede. Yebe koi krasini obede akwa show. I mean, Sasho, Sage in the crab told me and I'm like, what? Is he really coming? I am because and I also the amount no mutiano, bro. I mean, you are
solid.
Getting as much as this amount of money, over 450,000 in a night.
In a night.
Come on, man. I cry. Nipa do don't send ever more say scano. Intm say Brad Penny was said the all kind he's doing more collaborations with the young guys. I like it like that. But Sarkodie has reached somewhere where Opiwampo, where role model, where icon, people are looking at him. The way you go carry yourself, you see, it's also very, very important. Let's switch to the next topic. DJ Slim is saying this one to Shatawale. You wanted Kweku Smoke's career dead. Now you are at his shows. DJ Slim to Shatawale. I remember a couple of times. I remember when Kweku Smoke was coming out. Who you answer Shatawale your video? You the small boy. If I get you, is it like yo? I'm like, who is Kweku Smoke? Me can't mean Kweku Smoke back then.
That time.
I don't know what really brought the issue. What really brought Kweku Smoke ne Shatawale issue? Then I go find more issues in the back.
I don't know, but I think there was a song.
Yeah.
There was a song that I don't know whether Shatawale said that Kweku Smoke had done a song on a theme that it was. Akwete said this one, the Bieja song.
Yeah,
the one that he said Chris Wado has also done the same song. I think there was an issue like that with Kweku Smoke as well.
Okay.
I think the same theme of the song, Kweku Smoke picked it, and no, this was the issue. Kweku Smoke was supposed to do a song with Shatawale.
Yeah.
And that time, before he it was Kweku's song. But before he realized, Shatta had done the song.
Okay.
The theme of the song, Shatta had done it. It was a feature. It was Kweku's song, and Shatta was supposed to have been featured on the song.
Yeah.
But before Smoke realized, Shatta had done it alone. I think, and Kweku had to complain about it, and that's what brought about his beatings.
Okay.
I think it was in 2019 or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere 18, 19. I remember that
I
time.
quite
yeah.
remember too.
Yeah.
I was trying to think what was the real issue that came about. I
Yeah,
think
it
you
was
have
about a
reminded me.
song. Yeah.
Yes, and then I
It
think
was-
Koku Smoke complained on social media.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shaka
yeah,
referred to
yeah.
me say, "Oh, small boy." I said, "I'm so ability to say, yeah, it should be." I was all complaining, but no, someone's intelligence, you can't just take it and take him for granted.
Yeah.
So
Back then, Kwaku Smoke was also a young boy.
of
you know,
course,
Yeah,
he was
I
a
mean,
rising,
Mm.
very, very hungry for the stardom. And then the point is, see, if Shatta made it to Koku Smoke's platform or Koku Smoke's show in the UK, it's a way to also promote his show because he has a show early in August.
Yeah.
I keep telling you guys, Shatawale is a businessman.
It
He
was-
always
it
wants
was
to be in your
strategic.
faces. Yeah.
Although he can easily put aside beef if
And I'm telling you.
if he has an agenda.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, so fellows all know your bad blood, but or maybe just to benefit himself. A bit of money, just to make sure that what he has on his mind will actually drive.
That is why I said early on that you don't necessarily have to be friends with somebody.
Uh-huh.
When the business is there, you need to get it done.
Okay.
And that's what Shatawale has been doing. A lot of the jabs he's been throwing to Stonebwoy, they are not really personal.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are not really personal because I've seen, I think it was Ashamudi. Shatawale was defending Stonebwoy against Ashamudi.
Mhm.
When I think last year or two, there was something that Asha said about Aisha, I should say.
Yeah.
Aisha said about Stonebwoy. That was when Aisha was saying that he helped this one, he helped this artist, she has helped this
Bradford
person,
Dems, yeah.
and those people. So before Aisha could mention Stonebwoy's name, Shatta had to do a video dedicated to Aisha,
Yeah.
warning her that she should never mention Stonebwoy because the way she's mentioned, by all means, she will mention Stonebwoy.
Okay.
So I just want to say that, you know, that's his personality. We have to know that, or we have to come to understand that Shatawale, most of the things he has been saying about certain people, they are not really personal, but I think he goes overboard how he does it.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to. Sometimes he goes overboard. It, Like
Yes.
it's too much.
Yes, and then you know what? Everything is being orchestrated. Though. If you've listened to the On God very well,
Mm.
there was a line in the song that said, "He's the news," and he will keep making you guys talking.
Yeah.
I've been
You
saying
always
this.
want to create something that will make you talk.
You
And
see?
just say he's taking it too personal to the heart. Too.
Yeah.
It's an agenda to always stay in the news, and then the more you are in the news, it shows how relevant you are in the game.
Of course. He has his ways and means to to be up in our faces every time. Shatawale, let's give it up for him. Breaking houses won't solve anything. Kwakese on Accra London. I don't know. Recently, have you seen a couple of videos that are actually circulating? Different parts of Accra. Shaiman, Medina, Adenta, a lot of places. You see videos like what is really happening in Accra Metropolis.
Someone wrote on X that Accra really needs an re-engineering, and then I believe Accra needs re-engineering.
Re-engineering.
Yeah, because
So let's put it to context. Do you think it's something easy or
It's
it's all
not easy,
kind
but like-
of simple?
yes, it's not easy.
Re-engineering. It's all about bubu amount for the year amount. You
And then
coming
which-
to displace
they've
masses.
They've started demolishing houses in Accra in
Yeah.
those affected areas.
Yeah.
And then breaks is the way to go. Because if we don't take drastic measures at a point, we will keep year on year on. We will keep, Accra is flooded, Circle is flooded. Which this place will never be out of it. Kaswa. You see,
Yeah.
so if you don't take drastic measures, you keep complaining over and over. Do you remember? Interestingly, they said 3rd June 3rd, we had
Yeah.
a disaster. You know, just few days ago,
You know, it's 11 years already.
11 years
I'm
already.
even surprised.
The same thing happened. Just that this time was lesser. We didn't experience any fire outbreak or something. So just imagine, 11 years on,
Yeah.
we are still complaining about the same spots.
Yeah.
So if we don't stick our feet down and then take some drastic measures, we will keep on coming with this same. We will lose lives. People's cars will be swept away. People's homes will be flooded, and then we will lose life at the end of the day. So I believe that's who said
Kwakese,
Kwakese, right?
yeah.
He said building houses is not the way to
Breaking
go.
down.
Breaking them. Well, I believe is one of the measures to keep this whole tragic, or this whole like menace we are facing as a country. And then one thing I also realized is when they break the houses down, they don't clear the debris. They leave it there. So over the years, the debris also pile up and they become a standing block into the waterways.
Yes.
So it's like cause 90 job.
Mm.
Like that's why I said we need to re-engineer Accra. Other people are also campaigning that we should relocate the capital city from Accra and site it in somewhere Ebono or like Cape Coast so that it can release the pressure
Pressure.
in Accra, because everybody wants to be in Accra.
See, the pressure.
Everybody wants to have a house in Accra.
Pressure has already been, elevated to where it is. I don't think it's coming. It's going to back down. Whether they take the
It is.
the capital from Accra or not, whatever it is.
For some reason, it will lessen the pressure.
Are you sure?
Accra is overpopulated because here in Ghana, every single thing is situated in Accra. It will shock you that you might go to an institution here in Kumasi. They will tell you, your head office in Accra.
We'll say head office. Head office are small, okay. Into town and country planners, what are they doing? I mean, before say let's allocate roads, higher gutters, a higher way. Who are the people, institution responsible for these kinds of
that is
movements?
the metropolis.
Metropolis.
Yes, and then within the metropolis we have city engineers who work under them.
So
So they are supposed to demarcate all these areas that this place is a waterlogged area. There's not supposed to be any structure whatsoever there. It's supposed to be a bare land. And then the little idea I know about environmental sciences, there are some spaces where when it rains, it absorbs the water. Water is supposed to like flow or the earth absorbs it so that it reduces the pressure it takes through the rivers and then the gutters. Because sometimes the gutters are even smaller to accommodate the high pressure from the water. So when we have bare lands like that, when the water is like gets there, at least with time it gets absorbed within the system.
Okay.
But most of our environments are right now cemented. It's either tiles or like bricks. So the water has no area to probably
absorb.
To be absorbed.
Okay.
So it always stay in the surface, and then the more it piles up, that's what causes the flood in our system.
It's so sad. Let's hear Betch's side of this.
I think my brother has said a lot, and I think most of our problems, the flooding in Accra, most of the problems have been, I don't know whether these are the right words, but governmental issues.
Okay.
They have been decision-making issues, and I think it has a lot to do with decentralization. If the governments have come, governments have gone. These are issues that we have faced as a country for a long time, long before probably most of us were born.
Mm-hmm.
But no government have been able to, find a very, good solution or a better solution to these kind of problems. It looks as if it has become part of us. They want us to accept the fact that anytime, within the year, around this time, you should be expecting that. So around this time, if you live in Accra and it's raining, you should be expecting floods. That because the way we are going, that's how they want us to understand. My brother said that the city is choked. Yeah. A lot of people are there, and we should find a way to make one of our cities the capital. If I know they won't do that, but if they would, or even if we don't do this, even if we don't take what he's saying, I think we could make the headquarters of most of our institutions, we could spread them. At least some will go to Cape Coast. Cape Coast, historically, you can't take Cape Coast out of Ghana's history.
No way.
Yes. And the place is if you go to Cape Coast right now, I'm not writing them down, but
we all know Cape Coast is sad.
Yes, it is not the way we see it historically. That's not how it's supposed to be. There is Sunyane. The city is very clean.
Yeah,
a lot of people are living there. In fact, a lot of Melcom, whatever, they all have their branches over there. We can make some of these cities very useful by, putting most of government's, headquarters there. Very soon, most of the banks that we have around will also put their headquarters there if we make the place attractive enough. And it will reduce their people from traveling all the way from Sunyani to Accra, whatever means they get there.
Yeah.
So when we try to do this, and you see, I've not mentioned even Kumasi.
Yeah.
Because I'm here. Whatever I say, they will say that I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Because I'm here, I'm trying to push everything here. But I've cited 2 regions aside Kumasi. Even in Kumasi, when I have sold disposable caps to banks before. I have distributed, in fact, around Edum, Bantama, Abrepo Junction, Swami Macro, around that area, I have distributed disposable caps to banks before. And today I'm not doing that again. The reason for this is that when I think around 2019, entering 2020, most of the banks that you go, and even our customers around that time, most of them, when you approach them, they will tell you that we don't need your services anymore because we will have most of our disposable cars coming from Accra. In fact, the headquarters have warned us we should not buy from any distributor here or any supplier in Kumasi. Okay. They will bring the disposable cars from Accra. Disposable cars. they will bring from Accra.
They want to monopolize it.
I'm telling you.
Oh my.
This is how bad it is. This is how bad it was at the time. And today, I'm sure it has worsened. Those people in that business, I'm sure most of the people have left the business because they will frustrate you. And even those times, when you give them a box of disposable cap, the way they will stress you before paying.
Wow, see.
I'm telling you, because the check or whatever money they are giving to you, it will go through processes. They will tell you that their headquarters in Accra must verify that indeed they are buying disposable caps in Kumasi. You have to give them receipt. The receipt will travel from Kumasi to Accra. So it means that when you are lucky, maybe I will not mention any bank, but some of the banks, they were kind. When you go, they will just, that very day, they will pay you. But others will keep you about a week, or otherwise you open an account with them. The best way they could deal with you. So I'm just saying that those are even the little things we can mention. A lot of companies in Ghana have their headquarters in Accra. And this is what has caused what we are seeing and what we are experiencing. The way it is going, I'm sure, whatever they are doing, they are not serious about it. I'm telling you, when the rain stops, they will stop whatever thing that they are putting in place so that we don't experience these kinds of things. Whatever they are doing, it's just for shaggy reasons. They know they can't solve the problems, and they want us to believe that this is what we are going to face, or this is part of us, so we should accept it.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we'll have to switch to the next topic. But before that, what is the way forward with the flooding? How are we going to solve this problem entirely? What is the way forward?
Briggs, and another issue is we the citizens.
Yeah.
We are one of the main causes to this flooding. I don't know, have you seen videos circulating where people are throwing rubbish into running waters?
So do you think rubbish can cause all of this in all of Accra?
Yes.
I remember Sheldon's, house was flooded. I mean, the entire environment where they live. It's a very plush environment, like estates.
Yes.
Newly established estates, but those places were flooded. Do you think those kinds of things happen over there?
Because, see, Accra, or let's say the drainage system is linked.
Okay.
So if one end of the drainage system is choked, it travels gradually and then it affects another end. But if everything is flowing, like there are free waters or gutters moving, it won't pile up at a point. Because you can even experiment this. At home, you know that your house doesn't experience flooding. But try and block one waterways and see what will happen. Your home might not be a flood prone area, but because you've blocked the waterway
Yeah.
of the water, it will gradually affect
Sure.
the house. So what you're saying about Sheldon's place, there might be a well laid out environment, but next to that community is a choked or a messy place. So if that side gets flooded, it will definitely affect one way or the other to these areas that are well demarcated. And I was back to what I was saying. We the citizens, we are part of it because we keep taking things for granted. We are not cautious enough to know that this could affect not just myself but the entire community. You are talking about rubbish. We know we walk through town. Have you been to KJTR in the evening before?
Brother man, I mean, we did town. We know what is
You see?
happening in town.
Yes, those are the ones that are collected oh,
Yeah.
and they are like placed at a point. What about those that people just drop it and then this water when the rains come down, it pushes all these plastic or rubbish or debris into a drainage system, then it flows. It gets to get choked at a point. This morning I was listening to an interview where they said there are places here in Kumasi. One of the main flood prone areas is around Araga Junction.
Mm.
You see, there's a big drainage in there. Have you seen what is in that drainage?
Oh yeah, it's all plastic.
It goes all the way to link to the Wayek Aswasi side.
Mm.
They are you could find their drainage there. They have deep freezers in it. So we the citizens are part of the problem. We can't leave it just to the government to solve
Yeah,
it. If we
but-
change our ways, we'll obviously change.
So I think it's a collective effort.
Yes, it's
that
a
is
shared
it, on the part of the
responsibility.
citizens and on the part of the
But
government.
Ghanaians, we are stubborn.
No, I don't totally agree. Me,
Yeah,
it's town and country planners. I said it, but the people who are
Wait.
supposed the
you don't need
engineers who
you
are
don't need
supposed to-
someone to tell you that keep your environment clean.
No,
If
see,
you are a sane
no,
human being,
we
you know
have
that
buildings that are standing in the ways of
Mhm.
water. That place is supposed to be when you study the geography or the
Mm-hmm.
dynamics of the land, you know that this is not where you are supposed to put up a building. But on ABC down on massa,
Mhm.
you see, that is what is happening. So you see,
And there is this thing too about dustbins.
yeah,
I think like the way I side with you completely about the town planners, how they make dustbins available. I live around Swami Macro, and before the this thing they are the road construction, before the road construction, you could realize that whatever after the market people
they left.
and everybody, those who have stores over there, after they have left, you would realize that they have no place to put
the rubbish.
the rubbish.
Okay,
And even a passerby, somebody who is just passing, if you have anything, if you have bought water, if you have bought yogurt, if you have bought anything that you need to dispose, I tell you, the most disciplined person would have to put it in their pockets or in their bags and carry them home.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have no choice than to drop it. So if the citizens, you want them not to be dropping rubbish anyhow. I mean, from Swami Macro to Swami Roundabout, I bet if you would get even 5 dustbins on that stretch,
okay,
you won't find 5 dustbins from Swami Macro or Macro Station to Swami Roundabout. I doubt if you would get 5 dustbins. If you are counting from there to Swami Roundabout, I doubt if you would get 5.
I see.
And this is a big problem. This is where most of the governments that have come had failed the country. Sanitation. If you go to KGTR right now, it doesn't necessarily have to be night. Even daytime. Daytime. If you are somebody who doesn't want to watch those things,
Yeah.
you won't go there. When you
Yeah.
go there, you will talk
yes.
or you bought a car and come back home. This is the problem. Sanitation has been a problem for current government and the last government that was in. It has been a problem, a big problem. We look at KJTR, Dubai, a very beautiful investment. But look at how we are trying to look at how we keep it. Look at how we in front of it, at the back of it, rubbish, serious rubbish. This is what and you can't blame the people too much because they pay They pay levies.
Mm-hmm.
They pay levies, but every dustbin there, every dustbin available is full there. Where do they expect, or where do the country, the city
So
planners
sometimes
and everybody, how?
the amount of rubbish that is coming is more than the dustbin can
Yes,
contain in
that's,
town.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you have no choice than to drop it there. If you are selling slippers and it's in a rubber, if somebody buys it and the person doesn't take the rubber along, they will drop it. If you are buying anything, anything that is in the paper, they will drop it because there are no dustbins. There are not enough dustbins there. It is everywhere. Even it is everywhere in most of our stations. Nim station be a Ghana, clean. Like a taxi
Transport
or
station.
Transport station. We don't have one that is clean. We don't have it. It is so sad, and we don't have one that has a lot of dustbins, enough dustbins around where people can just put it there. So how are the city planners managing Edum and KJTR? You see the difference between Edum and KJTR. KJTR is, I don't know how to put it, but KJTR, it's like no man's land. Anybody can put anything there. Go to Edum, you buy sachet water. You even feel shy because of the environment. You can't drop it. You cannot drop it because of the environment. You see that the place is so clean, so neat. Nobody has dropped anything. How do you want to drop it? You even feel like, meanwhile, there is no police around, but you can't drop it. This is what we are dealing with as a country.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was an amazing input.